how to achieve Samadhi. Or in a simpler term, how to get into deeper state of meditation. There are many methods to achieve Samadhi, such as observing the breath, watching the sunset, listen to the sound of the waves. You can find many good methods online that have been passed down for thousands of years. But have you ever thought about why these methods can help us achieve Samadhi and what is the principle behind them? At the same time, why do these methods become less effective in modern society? Let's first talk about the principle of entering Samadhi. In the Yogacara Bhumi Shastra, it is said that Samadhi means focusing the mind on a single object of meditation. What does this mean? Our thinking is like a horse that always runs wild and can't stop, especially when we are meditating. So what can we do? We can use a tether to tie up our wild thoughts. What is this tether? It is the object to observe, or to be visualized. For example, observing the breath is the object to be focused. When you focus solely on the breath, you naturally don't think about anything else. With the passage of time, you will gradually enter a state of mind that is not able to be easily distracted. Your body and spirit will get a high-quality rest, much better than normal sleep. In other words, no matter what you visualize when meditating, whether it's a leaf, an ant, or handwriting, it's all good as long as it helps simplify your thinking by providing a repetitive object for you to focus. For example, if you observe the texture of a leaf and visualize it repeatedly, you will develop a deep understanding of its details. The more deeply you observe the details, the more focused you become. With the time pass, you gradually develop a subconscious state of focus, which means you are moving towards Samadhi. Therefore, any object to focus should be able to help you simplify your thinking and gradually develop a subconscious state of focus. However, can you focus on beautiful women or handsome guy? Of course no. Why? Because it will increase your desire and make you thinking more complicated, then you are farther away from Samadhi. The second question is, why is it increasingly difficult for modern people to succeed in meditation? It is because ancient people had relatively simple and pure thoughts and mainly engaged in physical work. After a day of physical work, sitting there was itself a relaxation of the subconscious, making it easier to focus on objects of visualization such as butterflies, ants, and breathing. But what about modern people? They have too many desires and engage mostly in mental work. Therefore, when they sit down to meditate, their thinking tends to be very active. They can't relax but force themselves to start visualization immediately, then they find that very hard to focus. Why? Because they have not entered the relaxed and natural state of ancient people before starting to observe. For example, when observing the breath, you will find that the breath is not attractive at all. You are always distracted by other things, so you can't focus on it. At this point, because you can't focus, you force yourself to observe, which will make you feel agitated and restless. Forcing yourself to observe the breath will also lead to tension in the muscles around the head and brow, very uncomfortable. If this persists, the muscles around the head will be tense, making it more difficult to enter a relaxed state. You will find that all of the empirical methods are aimed at solving our thinking problems. Especially for modern people. Our thoughts are more complex than the ancients. Some people have depression, some have anxiety, some have a bad temper, and some have a strong desire for success. It can be said that everyone's problems are different, so using the same method for everyone is obviously impossible. One method can't be suitable for everyone. So we need to learn the principles in order to know what our specific problems are and what methods to use to solve them. Otherwise, applying methods blindly will only lead to more failures and gradually lose confidence. At the same time, learning principles is a very systematic process, not just reading a few articles. It involves many aspects. For example, know yourself. Who exactly are you? Is your body you? Is your soul you? The beginning of the Shurangama Sutra emphasizes the importance of knowing yourself. What will happen if we regard our body as ourselves when meditating? You can feel your body itches or you hear sounds coming from your body. You may become entangled and distracted by your body. You should know that the body is a lower level of existence and it is not you. You can't get into deeper state of meditation if you continue to be preoccupied with your body. Not only do we need to know our body, but there are many concepts that affect our success in practice, such as sleep, distraction, daydreaming, time and space. These theoretical knowledge require systematic learning. Cultivating is not just about learning methods but also principles. Once you have mastered the principles, you can create your own methods that suit you. Especially as modern people, our thoughts are complex, and our problems are personalized. It is even more important to understand the principles to ensure a successful spiritual practice. This is my first video on this channel. Click like and subscribe for more insightful content on meditation and spiritual practices. If you have any questions, you can also leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. See you next time.